from the Devi Bhagwat. Take a deep breath in again and then exhale, reciting Om. Once again. गजाननं भूतगणादिसेवितं कपितजम्बूफलचारुभक्षितम् उमासुतं शोकविनाशकारकं नमामि विघ्नेश्वरपादपङ्कजम् ॐ वक्रतुण्डाय हुं श्रीगणेशाय नमः। सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके शरण्ये त्र्यम्बिके गौरी नारायणी नमोस्तुते। ॐ ऐं ह्रीं क्लीं चामुण्डाय विच्चे। श्री नवदुर्गा देवी माता की जय। We offer prarthana now to Shivji Bhagwan. He looks after our past, present and provides us with a great and wonderful, prosperous future. Satyam Shivam Sundaram he is known as. Prabhu, we pay obeisance to you. Nagendra Haraya Trilochanaya भस्मांगरागाय महेश्वराय नित्याय शुद्धाय दिगंबराय तस्मै नकाराय ओम नमः शिवाय। हर नमः पार्वती पतये हर 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 महादेव। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुर्साक्षात् परब्रह्मा तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्। ॐ क्लीं कृष्णाय नमः। ॐ सर्वेभ्यो देवेभ्यो नमः। गणपति
गणपति गणेश को उमापति महेश को मेरा ही प्रणाम है, मेरा ही प्रणाम है। गणपति गणेश को उमापति महेश को मेरा ही प्रणाम है, मेरा ही प्रणाम है। शंकर भोले बाबा को, शंकर भोले बाबा को, डमरू बजाने वाले को मेरा ही प्रणाम है, मेरा ही प्रणाम है। गणपति गणेश को उमापति महेश को गणपति गणेश को, गणपति गणेश को, उमापति महेश को मेरा ही प्रणाम है, मेरा ही प्रणाम है। दुर्गा लक्ष्मी सरस्वती, दुर्गा लक्ष्मी सरस्वती, ब्रह्मा विष्णु महेश जी मेरा ही प्रणाम है, मेरा ही प्रणाम है। गणपति गणेश को, गणपति गणेश को, उमापति महेश को मेरा ही प्रणाम है, 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 मेरा ही प्रणाम है।
प्रेम से श्री गणेश भगवान की जय। We'll all join together now in singing Durga Mata Chalisa.
जय श्री दुर्गा अंबिका, जगत पालिनी मात, तुमरो चालीसा रचो की जय मोहि सनात। नमो नमो दुर्गे सुख करनी, नमो नमो अम्बे दुख हरणी। निरंकार है ज्योति तुम्हारे, तीन लोक फैली उजियारी। चंद्रकलात्मक महाविशाला,
नेत्र लाल भृकुति विकराला। रूप मातु को अधिक सुहावे, दर्श करत जन अति सुख पावे। जय अम्बे हो मैया जगदम्बे,
मैया जय अम्बे जगदम्बे। तुम संसार
शक्ति लय कीन्हा, पालन हेतु अन धन दीना। अन्नपूर्णा हुई जगपाला, तुम हो आदि सुंदरी बाला। प्रलय काल सब नाशनहारी, तुम गौरी शिव शंकर प्यारी। शिव योगी तुम्हारे गुण गावे, ब्रह्मा विष्णु तुम्हें नित ध्यावे। ओ मैया जय अम्बे जगदम्बे, मैया जय अम्बे जगदम्बे।
रूप सरस्वती
का तुम धारा, दे सुबोधि ऋषि मुनि नहुवारा। धरा रूप नर सिंह को अम्बा, परगत रक्षा कर प्रहलाद बचायो। हिरणाकुश को स्वर्ग पठायो। लक्ष्मी रूप
धारो जग माही,
श्री नारायण अंग समाही। जय अम्बे जगदम्बे, मैया जय अम्बे
जगदम्बे। क्षीर सिंधु में
करत विलासा, दया सिंधु दीजे मन आसा।
हिंगलाज में तुम ही भवानी,
महिमा अमित न जात बखानी। मातंगी धूमावती माता, भुवनेश्वरी बगला सुखदाता। श्री भैरव तारा जगतारे, चिन्ह भाल भव दूत निवारणी। जय अम्बे जगदम्बे, मैया
जय अम्बे जगदम्बे।
सागर कोटि में तुम ही विराजत, तीनों लोक में डंका बाजती। जय अम्बे जगदम्बे, जय जय अम्बे जगदम्बे। शुंभ निशुंभ दानव तुम मारे, रक्ष बीज संघन संहारे। महिषासुर नृपति अभिमानी, जय अगभार मही अकुलानी। रूप कराकाली को धारा, सेन सहित तुम तेहि संहारा। परिगार संतन पर जब जब, भय साही मातु तुम तब तब। जय अम्बे जगदम्बे, मैया जय अम्बे जगदम्बे। अमरपुरी अरवा सब लोका, तब महिमा सब रहे अशोका। ज्वाला में है ज्योति तुम्हारी, तुम्हारी सदा पूजन नर नारी। प्रेम भक्ति से जो यश गावे, दुख दारिद्र निकट नहीं आवे। ध्यावे तुम जो नर मन लाए, जन्म मरण की सोचती जाए। जय अम्बे जगदम्बे, मैया जय अम्बे जगदम्बे। योगी सुर मुनि कहत पुकारी, योग न हो दिन शक्ति तुम्हारी। शंकर आचार्य तब कीनो, काम क्रोध जीते सब लीनो। निश दिन ध्यान धरत शंकर को, काहू काल नहीं सुमिरो तुमको। शक्ति रूप को मर मन पायो, शक्ति गई तब मन पछतायो। जय अम्बे जगदम्बे, मैया जय अम्बे जगदम्बे। शरणागत हुई कीर्ति बखानी, जय 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 जगदम्ब भवानी। भई प्रसन्न आदि जगदम्बा, दई शक्ति नहीं कीन विलंबा। को मात कष्ट अति घेरो, तुम बिन कौन हरे दुख मेरो। आशा तृष्णा विपत सतावे, रिपु मूरख मुनि अति धर पावे। जय अम्बे जगदम्बे, मैया जय अम्बे जगदम्बे। शत्रुनाश की जय महारानी, सुमिरो हित चित तुम ही भवानी। करो कृपा ही मातु दयाला, रिद्धि सिद्धि दे करहु निहाला। जब लगे जियो दया पल पाओ, तुम्हारो रस में सदा सुनाओ। दुर्गा चालीसा जो गावे, सब सुख भोग परम पद पावे। मैया देवीदास शरणानि जिजाने, करहु कृपा जगदम्ब भवानी। जय अम्बे जगदम्बे, मैया जय अम्बे जगदम्बे। जय अम्बे जगदम्बे, मैया जय अम्बे जगदम्बे। जय अम्बे जगदम्बे, से बोलो श्री नवदुर्गा देवी माता की जय. Today, during this Navaratri period, I want us to focus a little bit on our own meditation and on our own prayer. To facilitate that, I want us to recite the Gayatri Mata mantra 27 times. I will lead it, but let me tell you how we will do it. For those of us who are able to maintain our breath, as I recite one, you inhale with it. Om Bhurvasvatatsavidurvarenyam Bhargudev. So inhale with it. And then when I recite the second, then you exhale with it. So you are expanding. That is your own type of pranayam. For those of you who would like to sit upright and do a little even deeper meditation, I want you to think of this. Mataji, you see her. Think of her on a white swan. Then she would be dressed all in red. Then I want you to think of her seated on Garudji. We spoke about that yesterday. But then she'll be dressed in blue. Then I want you to think of her sitting on a white bull. And she'll be dressed all in white. So those three forms, one time in red, one time in blue, one time in white, you think about her. For those going even deeper, we will tell you where those forms are to be found. So at the base of the spine, you would meditate on her on that white swan in the red form. In your heart chakra, you would meditate on her in the blue with her sitting on Garudji, on the eagle. And then at the top of the head, you think about her, meditate upon her in that form on the white bull dressed in white. Have I confused you? All right. It is important to at least start off by just reciting. I have told you different stages because as you move from one, you will want the other. As you move to the other, you will feel the need for the next. So we will do that meditation today, and eventually, when we do our meditation, we will see all three of them becoming linked, moving up. So before we begin, I will just do some invocatory mantras. Om Hansopadi Padmasanastham Raktavarnam Chaturmukhim Dhivujam Akshasutrakamandalukkaram Raktam Varadharam Brahma Sadrasham Gayatrim Om Gayatrayaya Vishmatrishi Savita Devata Gayatri Chandaha Yedavrtaha Gayatri Jape Vinyogaha Om Shirase Vishwamitrashaye Namaha Om Mukhe Gayatri Chandase Namaha Om Hriday Savitri Devataye Namaha Om Bhurdeyaya Namaha Om Bhuvaha Shirase Swaha Om Swahashkhaya Vashat Om Tat Saviturvarenyam Kavachaya Om Bhargodevasya Dhimahi Netradhayaya Evam Trayaya Vaushat Om Dhiyo Yonah Prachodayat Astraya Phat Om Ayahi Varade Devi Japya Me Sannidho Bhava Gayantam Trayase Yasmat Gayatri Tvam Tatah Smritah Om Bhu Om Bhuvaha Om Swaha Om Mahaha Om Janaha Om Tapaha Om Satyam Om Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhyo Yonah Prachodayat Om Apo Jyotirso Amritam Brahma Bhurvahasvarom. Now we begin our recitation. Om Bhurvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonah Prachodayat Om Bhurvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonah Prachodayat ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्. Sit for a moment silently, thinking of her in those three forms. Feel your consciousness move from the base of your spine up to the tip of your head. Take deep breaths in. Fill your entire being with her presence. and exhale all negativities. Om Utare Shikare Jata Bhumyam Parvatavasini Brahmana Samanugyata Gaccha Devi Yate Chaya. Om Shri Gayatri Divye Namaha. Prem Suvo Shri Gayatri Mata Ki Jai. Shri Navadurga Devi Mata Ki Jai. Sarvadev Sarvadevi Ki Jai. Having prayed, having invoked her presence, I want to talk a little bit today. But before I move on to that, I want to just tell you something. What we've done in that 27 times, multiply that by 4, you get the 108. If you're able to do all 108, whether morning or evening, lunchtime, whichever way that you're able to, you know, sometimes we look at others and we say, you know, they pray 5 times a day. We too are supposed to pray 3 times at least for the day. 4 times if we wake at 12 o'clock in the night. Each Sandhya period. The morning, lunchtime, evening, nighttime. What do we pray? Gayatri Mata. We do our Sandhya. We learn the Sandhya every Sunday. We would do those mantras. So we are supposed to do it. Today, however, I want to focus on one aspect of the Devi Puja because we are all doing her puja. And an important ingredient in doing her puja is, you will see a mala around here, around her, the neem leaf. And we know that she is synonymous with the neem leaf. And I want to just talk a little bit about that neem leaf today. Why? Because it helps us to understand. Remember a few weeks ago, I think it's about 3 weeks ago, I spoke about what is the reason why we perform the Navaratri fast. Well, one major reason given in the Devi Bhagavad, as I indicated to you, was for the removal of impurities and illnesses and diseases, all types. So, to assist in that, Mataji has given us the neem leaf. It is known as the Sarvaroga Nivarani. It is a cure of so many different ailments. The entire tree has been found to have over 140 active compounds that deals with different aspects of diseases and illnesses. It is popularly known as the tree of 40s because it can cure 40 known diseases and illnesses and ailments. And I want to just talk a little bit about those things because it is important for us to understand why we are offering the neem leaf. Why do we offer leaves? Why do we offer flowers? Why do we offer different things? They all have a meaning. Why do we offer particular flowers? Why don't we just take a mango leaf and offer for her? You could do that, sure. But it is better if you have the neem leaf and you give it to her. If I'm living in Siberia and I don't have a neem tree, then what? Well, then you offer your love and you do the best that you can. But if you're in Trinidad and you have neem trees all over, then by all means, and even better, plant a neem tree by you because we will talk about its benefits. In the Puranas, it is said that Mataji herself incarnated as the neem tree. She is known as Nimari Devi. So, that is her incarnation in the form of a tree. And you know what is special and what I like about Sanatana Dharma? We do not just personalize our love to a person, one particular person. We impart our love, we share our love to all of creation. And Mataji is saying, I am a tree as well. I am in that. That is a manifestation of me. Why? Because within that tree is life-giving properties. So you pay reverence. So that is how we are taught. We pay reverence to Nitya. That's why I've said more than one time before, followers of Sanatan Dharma are the greatest environmentalists that there are. Because we cannot do puja without all of our plants and trees and leaves and all of that. And we cannot have those things if we don't plant it. And therefore we believe in the soil. Save soil, you see, Jagat Guru is going all over. And speaking about save the soil, it is because that is where our life force comes from. Our food comes from the soil, manifested in the trees and in the plants, the shrubs. All of our ailments which we suffer from, many of them get remedies from plants, from trees. That's where we get it from. Therefore, for us as followers of Sanatan Dharma, the environment and looking after it is an integral part of our belief, to the extent that we pray even to Nitya in the form of Mataji, in the form of the neem tree. There's one katha which speaks about Vishnu Bhagwan after the Amrit was created and churned out of the ocean, Samudra Manthan. Drops of it fell to earth at different places. One, it fell on the doob grass, one as well onto the neem tree. So that is what it is said, according to the Puranas, gives it its magical qualities. But in many parts of India, the neem tree takes on a form of Shitala Mata. Now, those of us, I've sat in a Shitala Mata puja already. Who is Shitala Mata? Shitala Mata is that aspect of the Devi that deals with pox, chicken pox, smallpox, those sorts of illnesses. So we have an app for all. And that is why when people have chicken pox, or they have measles, or they have skin ailments, they would bathe with the water from the neem. Because that healing quality comes from the neem tree. There's also one katha where Surya Bhagwan, when taking refuge from negative tendencies, resorted to hide in behind the neem tree, to the extent where it is said that if one plants a neem tree, one will get the blessings of Surya Bhagwan as well. So those are just little excerpts from the Puranas that speak about its importance. Ayurveda itself has recognized the powers and the potencies of the neem. It has antifungal, anti-diabetic, antibacterial, antiviral, contraceptive, and sedative properties. It has anti-cancer properties, and its neem, the leaf and the bark, are used to deal with Pitta dosha. You know, we talked about doshas before. A couple of weeks ago, we spoke about the doshas, the 3 doshas, and how when fasting, it helps to deal with two of the doshas that are there. I won't go back into that today. Plenty homework we have to revise on. The neem is used for eye disorders. It was used for leprosy. It was used for worms, intestinal worms, drinking the water. When you have an upset stomach, it helps dealing with your digestion, loss of appetite, skin diseases, psoriasis of the skin, acne. When mixed with turmeric, is a beautiful paste. When put on, it has those qualities to remove and deal with those issues. It prevents gum disease, gingivitis, treating liver problems. I will tell you my own experience. I would have sensitive teeth, so I would buy Sensodyne toothpaste. I started using the neem toothpaste, no longer need to use those things. It helps your teeth in a way, and further tests are being done to show how it is helpful. What are the qualities in it that are helpful? Because it has been found that it also destroys those bacteria which cause the cavities. It's used as a mosquito repellent. When you take a bath ordinarily, it helps your skin to remove all the bacteria that is on it, especially now in COVID times. We want natural remedies. When they say take a bush bath, take a neem bath. You can do it once a week, doesn't matter. Put in some warm water, and put your leaves inside there and have a bath. It is antibacterial in itself. It is the Devi covering you with her qualities and her blessing. The flowers are used, the bark is used, the seeds are used. There's so much. They talk about the hair qualities as well. When you use a neem paste and you put it, it helps for lice. Those who have lice, I haven't seen that for a while. But for those of us who have dandruff, that one I see, the snow, that is used as well. The neem paste is used for the dandruff. It helps your hair. Neem extract, a compound found in neem oil, treats dandruff due to its anti-inflammatory and antimicrobial properties. It boosts your dental and oral health. In a 21-day study including 45 people with gingivitis, neem mouthwash was found to be as effective as chlorhexidine mouthwash, a heavy-duty prescription mouthwash, at reducing gum bleeding and plaque. It aids liver and kidney health. It improves your skin health. Neem seed oil is rich in fatty acids, including oleic, stearic, palmitic, and linoleic acids. Collectively, these fatty acids have been shown to have anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, antimicrobial properties that promote healthy skin. Ulcer and wound healing, anti-malarial effects, anti-fertility treatment, diabetes management, list goes on and on and on. And this is a simple leaf we come to offer to her, packed with great complexity. Hand in hand, as part of what she does, which is to remove all of our illnesses and problems and difficulties. How? She uses these avenues and tells us, go ahead. This is an embodiment of me. You can use it. Some people drink neem tea with tulsi dal, and it lowers your blood pressure. Have it every day, but not for too long. You can't have it for very long, because after a while it becomes negative. So that you have to take under advice of an Ayurvedic specialist or someone who's experienced in it. We also know of its use in agriculture. We know that it is used as a pesticide, natural pesticide, to keep away the pests. Tests have been are continuing to be done on that. The point of it, however, is that all of these things, when we can find all the 140 different uses that it has, the point of it is that that is Mataji. From thousands of years ago, it was recognized that she and the neem tree are closely related, to the extent that when they did excavations at Mohenjo-Daro, that very ancient civilization that you would have heard about, they found evidence of neem being used in their practices. So these are thousands of years old truths that have been reflected and taught to us in our books and scriptures. Simply because sometimes we don't have the time to read all of these things, Mataji just says, bring the neem leaf. Because just being around its presence has its own antimicrobial effect. Some places, you know, where they lipe the gobar, they put neem on top of it as well to remove all of the impurities. In your house, if you want to smoke out your house, you do hawan with the neem leaf. That smoke then creates that antiseptic quality in the house. It is used in certain parts of India as well when people have died and as a result of some sort of disease and so, they would put the neem leaves onto the cremation pyre as well so that the fumes that are then emanating help to purify everything around. That is the quality of the neem leaf. That is the purpose of the neem leaf. That is the quality of that particular tree, which is the second most oxygen producing tree that there is after the peepal tree. Producing oxygen even during the day. Isn't that amazing? Peepal tree produces oxygen 24 hours a day. The neem tree doesn't produce it for 24 hours, but also produces during the day. And it stops after a little while. So that's why when people will have it close to their home or next to a village, it is because it's generating oxygen for the family. So 2 trees will provide enough oxygen for a family of 4 for a year. Can't bottle it, but it is there purifying the environment and making our environment and world safer just by planting trees like the peepal tree and like the neem tree. So these are the qualities, these are the things I want to leave with us today. For us to understand where our tradition has brought us, how it carries us, and what are the truths to come out of it. So that when we do puja now, and we see the neem, we bow to her, we said, Mataji, you have provided yourself in that form for our welfare, for our betterment, and for our happiness, for our disease eradication, for our blessing, for our life through oxygen, for our support, and for us to focus and remember you to be able to do puja. It is a wonderful symbol, the neem tree. Different parts of India, they dress her up nicely. They put clothes around the bark. They will tie things, decorate, put a little mask face on it so you could focus and see Mataji. Different parts of India, they celebrate it differently. For example, on the first day of Navaratri, the Chaitra Navaratri, they fill their homes with neem, hang it all over the house for purification rites and purposes. So this is the short message I want to leave with you today of the significance, the purpose, the powers, the embodiment of the neem. So when we sit to do puja, each one of our plants have different qualities and purposes and benefits. We will talk about them on different occasions. But today, we pay obeisance to Nima Rima. We close our eyes, we think of Durga Devi. We remember around her a beautiful mala made with the neem leaf. Traditionally, it is also interspersed with lemons. I was told lemons is $15 for one. Well, so we have to all plant our lemon trees so we could do puja for Devi. Because lemon is also very important for Devi puja. But that's a different topic. Close our eyes once again. We think of her and imagine now that mala around her with the neem interspersed with lemons. Purifying, cooling, beautifying, wonderful. Om Sarvamangala Mangalye Shive Sarvartha Sadhike Sharanye Trambike Gauri Narayani Namostute. शरणागत दीनार्थ परित्राण परायणे सर्वस्यार्ति हरे देवी नारायणी नमोस्तुते दुर्गा देवी नमोस्तुते अम्बे मैया नमोस्तुते। प्रेम से बोल श्री नव दुर्गा देवी मैया की जय। We'll continue now with bhajans. Those of us who have come prepared to do our arti, maintaining the COVID regulations as we've taught before, please come forward now. Panditji, unless there's anything else in the meantime, we will have our announcements in due course, but we can sing now for now. शंख धनुष और कमल फूल Ah लाज रखो दुर्गा माँ मेरी लाज रखो तू द्वार परा तेरी माता दुर्गा माँ मेरी लाज रखो दुर्गा माँ मेरी लाज रखो दुर्गा माँ मेरी लाज रखो। प्रेम से बोलो श्री नव दुर्गा देवी मैया की जय। Prashant ji, I could see Guruji touching you as you sang that bhajan. That was so beautiful. Hari Om Tat Sat. सदा जय भवानी।
वैष्णवी नर सिंगी सुरेसी तू ही घोर रूपा तू ही मुक्त केसी तू ही परम गुहिया तू ही सर्व जानी तू ही परम गुहिया तू ही सर्व जानी सदा जय भवानी सदा जय भवानी तू ही योग निद्र तू ही योग युक्ता तू ही अंबिका कालिका भोग भूता तू ही पौर आकाश भुज तेज पानी तू ही पौर आकाश भुज तेज पानी सदा जय भवानी सदा जय भवानी तू ही दैत्य दानु तू ही देव वरदा तू ही पद्मा आसन तू ही परम वरदा तू ही परम शक्ति परम पर्व काली तू ही परम शक्ति परम पर्व काली सदा जय भवानी सदा जय भवानी तू ही महिषामर्दिनी तू ही शंभुतिया तू ही परम सिद्ध तू ही है तुरिया तू ही धर्म का मार्ग मोक्षदानी तू ही धर्म का मार्ग मोक्षदानी सदा जय भवानी सदा जय भवानी तू ही राधिका साधिका सर्वकामा तू ही रुक्मिणी देवकी सत्यभामा तू ही मोहिनी रोहिणी नंदरानी तू ही मोहिनी रोहिणी नंदरानी सदा जय भवानी सदा जय भवानी तू ही शारदा वारदा रूप भासी तू ही विश्वपाली तू ही विश्वक्रासी तू ही दानवी मानवी देव ज्ञानी तू ही दानवी मानवी देव ज्ञानी सदा जय भवानी 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 सदा जय भवानी। दुर्गा भवानी माँ जय अम्बे माँ दुर्गा भवानी माँ जय अम्बे माँ कुरली कपालिनी माँ जय अम्बे माँ काली कपालिनी माँ जय अम्बे माँ काली कपालिनी माँ जय अम्बे माँ काली कपालिनी माँ जय अम्बे मां जगदम्बा देवी जगदम्बा देवी जय 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 जगदम्बा देवी जगदम्बा देवी जगदम्बा देवी जय 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 जगदम्बा देवी 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 जय 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 जगदम्बा देवी जगदम्बा देवी जगदम्बा देवी जय 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 जगदम्बा देवी
प्रेम से बोले जगदम्बा देवी मैया की जय. सबको इसी तरह, everyone. I think we need to give Pandit Ji a very warm round of applause this morning. That was indeed messages online as well. Pandit Ji have really lent their commendations to the wonderful pravachan this morning. And very oftentimes as Sanatanists, we are confused by the different vahan that our deities are associated with. Why is there a bull? Why is there a lion? Why is there cow? All of those things. And particularly as well, as Pandit Ji has elucidated upon this morning during the period of Navaratri, the importance of the name. So it is testimony. Particularly I want to share with our younger people. Our young persons sometimes are approached by persons who are non-Sanatanists and asked the questions, why do you do these things? It's so peculiar, it seems. You know, what is the purport and importance? And sometimes without the knowledge, without the information, we are at a loss to respond. And so this morning it was very, very important that so many young people are here and benefited from the discourse of Pandit Ji this morning. So Pandit Ji, Sitaram, thank you very, very much. And again, Pandit Ji is with us every night during the satsangs that we have, as was mentioned at the beginning, during this period of Navaratri, and those satsangs continue this evening from 6 p.m. to 7:30. So we invite you all to come and to join with us. Those of you who are unable to come for whatever reason, a good one we assume, you can join with us online, either on YouTube or on Facebook. So those who are viewing on, you can either come, we most certainly welcome you. And for those who are unable to come, you can continue viewing us online. You're reminded, those of you who wish to perform puja or havan on a Sunday morning, to please give your names. You can do so this morning to Mr. Sinanan. He will facilitate the process. Those of you who would want to make any contribution or donation towards the mandir and its activities, we again welcome those donations and contributions. We are involved in several activities at this point in time, and we would really appreciate your kind and generous support. Those of you who are viewing online, we also would appreciate your support as well. You will get the information about how you can make your contributions. Those of you who would want to purchase mandir t-shirts, they are available still, and Mr. Babulal did indicate last week that the prices are now discounted, and you can acquire those items after service, as well as there are still copies of the religious calendars on sale if you wish to acquire those. As I mentioned, we continue with nightly satsangs, and we will culminate on next Sunday. So Durga Ashtami is next Saturday, and that is a wonderful occasion. We invite you all to be with us for that most powerful evening. And then the following day, the Sunday morning, we will have a culmination of the whole period of Navaratri, and we will be having Ram Navami being observed that morning. So that morning we will start service a little bit later. We will start at 9:30 next Sunday morning, so please be aware, 9:30 next Sunday morning, and then we will be going straight through until midday with verses from Chaupai and Doha from Ramayana, Kirtan, and many other things, and puja, of course. And you are invited to come and to participate and to join. Refreshments will be provided after the Ram Navami for you to take away, because we're still not allowing the sit down and dining in approach. So that bhojan will be prepared, and you are invited to take away after you've made your offerings, after puja has been performed. So Palana puja will be performed. What do you need to bring? Your flowers, your prasad, but most importantly, your love for Prabhu Shri Ram next Sunday as we culminate. And then the following Saturday, that's the 16th of April, that's during the Easter weekend, we will be observing Hanuman Jayanti, and then you'll be given more details in terms of the commencement of that puja and the format of that that occasion. So many things are ongoing, and we ask you to pay attention to those and to take note. This morning, two very brief things. One, I want to, collectively on behalf of all of us, welcome back Amarlal Prasad, Amaral's dad. Bhaiji had a very significant surgical procedure that was done a couple of weeks ago, and Amarlal, with the blessings of the Divine Mother, you are back with us and you are in good stead, good health, and may the Divine Mother continue to bless you. So welcome back. And then on a bit of unfortunate news, many of you, the older ones, would know Auntie Cynthia, Mrs. Cynthia Maraj from Right Scrimger Street. She passed away earlier this week, and we want to extend our condolences and prayers to her family, to her son Devi and others, and indeed that the Divine Mother bless that family, and that Vishnu Bhagwan bless the Atma of Auntie G as she goes on to a different realm of her journey now. So we would want to extend our prayers and support. At this juncture, we would now, unless Pandji has any closing remarks, we stand for Purna Huti, and then final arti and closing prayer. So please, we stand at this point. Hari Om Jayanti Mangala Kali Bhadrakali Kapalini Durga Kshama Shiva Datri Swaha Swudha Namostute Om Purnamarat Purnamidam Purnat Purnamodakshate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnamivavashishyate Om Sarvame Purnahum Swaha. Arti Bhajan.
Jai Ambe Gauri Maiya, Jai Ambe Gauri, O Maiya,
Jai Ambe Gauri Maiya, Jai Ambe Gauri.
तुमको निश दिन ध्यावत हरि ब्रह्मा शिव जी, तुमको निश दिन ध्यावत हरि ब्रह्मा शिव जी। ओ मैया जय अम्बे गौरी मैया, जय अम्बे गौरी, ओ मैया जय अम्बे गौरी मैया, जय अम्बे गौरी। मांग सिंदूर विराजत टीको मृग मद को, मांग सिंदूर विराजत टीको मृग मद को। ऊंचल से दो नैना, ऊंचल से दो नैना, चंद्र बदलनी को। जय अम्बे गौरी मैया, जय अम्बे गौरी, ओ मैया जय अम्बे गौरी मैया, जय अम्बे गौरी। कनक समान कलेवर रत्नांबर राजे, कनक समान कलेवर रत्नांबर राजे। रक्त पुष्प गलमाला, रक्त पुष्प गलमाला, कंठन पर साजे। जय अम्बे गौरी मैया, जय अम्बे गौरी, ओ मैया जय अम्बे गौरी मैया, जय अम्बे गौरी। वाहन राजन कनक कपर धारी, ये हरि वाहन राजन कनक कपर धारी। सुर नर मुनि जन सेवत, सुर नर मुनि जन सेवत, तिनके दुख हारी। जय अम्बे गौरी मैया, जय अम्बे गौरी, ओ मैया जय अम्बे गौरी मैया, जय अम्बे गौरी। शुंभन शुंभ विराजे महिषासुर घाती, शुंभन शुंभ विराजे महिषासुर घाती। धूम्र विरोचन नैना, धूम्र विरोचन नैना, निश दिन मदमाती। जय अम्बे गौरी मैया, जय अम्बे गौरी, ओ मैया जय अम्बे गौरी मैया, जय अम्बे गौरी। यहाँ अम्बे जी की आरती जो कोई
कहत शिवानंद स्वामी
सुख संपत्ति पावे। जय अम्बे गौरी मैया, जय अम्बे गौरी ओ मैया, जय अम्बे गौरी मैया, जय अम्बे गौरी ओ मैया, जय अम्बे गौरी मैया, जय अम्बे गौरी ओ मैया, जय अम्बे गौरी मैया, जय अम्बे गौरी।
Hari Om. As this final stotra is being chanted, let us immerse ourselves in the glory and mercy of the Divine Mother. Let us come before her as her children, seeking her grace, seeking her intervention in our lives and her upliftment. O Ma, we do not know the mantras, we do not know the mudras nor the pujas, O Ma, but we come before you with all sincerity, with all faith that you would accept our love and our prayer.
नमन्त्रं नो यन्त्रं तदपि च न जाने श्रुतिमहो न चावानं ध्यानं तदपि च न जाने स्तुतिकथा न जाने मुद्रास्ते तदपि च न जाने विलेपनं परं जाने मातः त्वदनुसरणं क्लेशहरिणं विधिरज्ञाने द्रविणविदहीनालसतया विधिलकृत्वा तव चरणननयोर्याच्युतिर्भूता तदितक्षन्त्वं जननि सकलधारिणि शिवे कुपुत्रो जायेति क्वचिदपि कुमाता न भवति।
या देवी सर्वभूतेषु मातृरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः। या देवी सर्वभूतेषु बुद्धिरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः। या देवी सर्वभूतेषु शक्तिरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः। त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धु च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव। ॐ अस्तु मा सर्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय। ॐ शान्ति 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 हरि ओम। प्रेम से बोले श्री गणेश भगवान की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय, बिंद्रावन बिहारी लाल की जय, श्री पवन पुत्र हनुमान की जय, आज शक्ति नव दुर्गा मैया की जय, श्री जगदम्बा देवी मैया की जय, श्री सच्चे सनातन धर्म की जय। Tenders around you, सब कोई जय सीताराम, जय सीताराम, जय सीताराम। Have a very wonderful, very powerful day ahead, and we look forward to seeing you all with us this evening from 6 p.m. Jai Sitaram.